Okay. So uh, I hope you got the basic idea in part one, part two, part three about need of authentication, physical authentication, and finally in part three, different types of communication, different sorry kinds of file authentication. In the last part four, we are looking at different insights, challenges, and future directions. First thing is that the first challenge here is imperfect channel estimation. We try or we assume perfect channel estimation in general, but practically we can, due to hardware constraint and other factors, we are not able to estimate the channel perfectly. So, what will be the effect of imperfect channel on overall performance? The second thing is selection of features. This is also interesting area. Which feature should we select? What are the features that are more robust? Like sometimes we want more security, sometimes we want more robustness. What should we select? Which feature and or if we are selecting how many features? If there are more than one, which feature? What is the weight of these features? That is also an interesting insight or challenge. Then another interesting thing is, what about making some hybrid version of this passive and active scheme? Another also interesting area in the hybrid schemes, like some of the we will use joint passive and active scheme. It will provide multi-level authentication or multi-level security. We can also make a hybrid version of passive, active, and other with crypto-based authentication techniques. Or we can use jointly, like uh, we can use crypto-based techniques to play with some of the features for authentication, or we can use some of the five features to further enhance the crypto-based approaches. Also, this is related to the next item, crossed layer scheme, by combining physical layer and upper layer authentication, that I already explained, that you are using different features of physical layer features to enhance or to improve the performance of crypto or security of crypto based approaches, or you're using sometime crypto based upper layer security to enhance physical layer authentication. Another thing is that, as I explained earlier, that the concept is similar to NOMA, the tag based concept. So we can learn some of the lessons from NOMA to here. Another is that in case of high mobility, the channel based authentication may not work, or we may need require a different channel tracking algorithm. How to tackle such a mobile environment, to estimate channel and to compare. Another important areas are applying this physical authentication to many exciting emerging wireless networks, like millimeter wave communication systems, visible light system, Internet of Things, body area network, cognitive radio, joint radar communication. How this authentication can be applied? How can we, what will be the performance? What are the different algorithm based on the channel conditions of these, or requirement of these applications? Finally, what if you see majority of the techniques so far, they are discussing device to device, or and they are not going towards end to end case. What will happen if there, or I can say in other words, one hop based authentication? What will happen if we have multi hop based case? What will happen if we have a kind of a relay between transmitter and receiver? What will be the efficient authentication method in that case. Then what will happen if we have a multi-user scenario? That is also very challenging, as we know in future we have massive number of devices, IoT and other devices. How will we use this authentication technique for them? How will we ensure reliable authentication in cognitive radio network, conventional cognitive and or intelligent and futuristic cognitive and adaptive radio networks? Also, these application of deep learning in multi-user physical layer authentication. This is also an interesting area. Going to Internet of Things, as I explained, extending the device-to-device physical layer authentication to end-to-end. Then physical layer handover in if there is a dynamic environment. And as you know, in a mobile environment, when one user operating in a certain coverage area move from that area to another area, need to shift the connection from one base station to another or handover. How physical layer authentication can help us to hand over the car or our vehicle without latency. Then integration of physical layer and crypto-based authentication at architecture, I already explained. Then adaptive authentication for a very dynamic environment. This is also some future direction. These are some of the important references. The first one is our recently published work, Wireless Communication Sensing and Radio Environment Mapping, Security Perspective. In this, we cover, first of all, communication, sensing, radar, and making the database of about the environment, we call as radio environment mapping. In the first paper, we cover eavesdropping, we covered authentication or spoofing attacks and the solution from this physical layer authentication, and jamming as well. Recently published paper, you can look at this wireless communication sensing and RIM security perspective. The second important reference that I recommend you is physical layer authentication in wireless communication by BAI. It is also recent. The third one is this a survey of physical layer authentication by Ninzi in survey and tutorial. Finally, our joint paper from the eavesdropping perspective, you can also look at this fourth one. And I think this is from my side. If you have any question, you can ask.
So thank you, Dr. Furqan, for the presentation, for the informative, resourceful slides you have shared with us. So now I think we can move on to the question and answer session. So I'm gonna stop recording this and start recording a new session dedicated just to questions and answers.
Okay.